from Granite Hills High School, Granite Hills Stadium. This is girls varsity soccer. It's the Grossmont Hills League. The Granite Hills Eagles are at home against the Grossmont Foothillers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg K. Porter, along with Pablo Espinal. We're at the game. GK Sports. Right down the street from the Southern California Seminary and the Christian High School. It sits Granite Hills High School in the east part of the county and deeply embedded in El Cajon. Foothillers are also in El Cajon School, as I mentioned many times, sitting on the border between La Mesa and El Cajon. These two teams played each other before a couple of weeks ago, and the Foothillers lost that match 3-1 as the Granite Hills Eagles playing a heck of a second half and getting the job done, scoring 2 more goals after the Foothillers had tied up the match. Foothillers at home are 6-1-1. The only loss was against the Granite Hills Eagles. They're 2-2-2 away, and at neutral site they're 3-1-2. 36 goals they've scored, 23 allowed. And you take a look at the home team, which is the Granite Hills Eagles. They are first place in the Grossmont Hills League, 7-0-2. And they are 12-5-3 on the season. You take a look at their goals scored. They've scored 30 goals in league play and given up 10. 56 on the season and 29 allowed. Grossmont is second at 4-2-3. Third is Steel Canyon. They're 3-3-3. Fourth is Helix at 2-5-2. Fifth is Valhalla. They're 1-5-3. And West Hills is bringing up the rear at 0-2-7. They had a tough season, but in those 7 ties, they tied the Foothillers twice. The other games tonight are Helix against Steel Canyon and West Hills against Valhalla. The last games tonight of the regular season of the Grossmont Hills League. Both teams getting introduced here at Granite Hills Stadium. Take a look at the Division I section standings of San Diego. Cathedral Catholic, they are 19-2-3, the number 1 team. 16-4-1 is Carlsbad. Third is Eastlake, they're 18-5-1. Fourth is Del Norte, they're 12-4-5. Fifth is Granite Hills at 12-5-3. Sixth is Grossmont at 11-4-5. Poway is 7th at 8-3-6. 9-4-5 is La Costa Canyon. Torrey Pines is 8th. They are 9-5-6. 9th is Scripps Ranch. They're 10-7-5. And Academy of Our Lady of Peace is 7-5-10. San Marcos is right behind them at 8-7-4. Steel Canyon 8-8-8. El Camino is 9-10-2. Bishops 4-9-6. Westview 5-11-6. Canyon Crest Academy 5-11-6. West Hills at 2-12-10. 2-10-7 is Valhalla, and 3-13-2. And those are your section San Diego Section Division I girls standings. The home team players are getting announced on this senior night, 2020. 9 seniors on this Granite Hills team. The Foothillers have done pretty good playing on their own against Granite Hills. Last year, they were able to get a victory. And their keeper was able to basically stand on her head in order to secure that victory, which was one of the very best games she had played all season long.
Number 11, Jazzy Rivas. Number 12, Ciara Mayhorn. Number 13, Haley Snyder.
Both of those games last year were 3-1 victories in favor of the Foothillers.
Number 15, Mackenzie Baldwin. Number 16, Emma Gorens.
Foothillers a couple of years ago able to win 3-2 in an electrifying game right here at at Granite Hills High School. They had played Granite Hills earlier in the season that same year and lost to them 2-0. And tied them 2-2 in that 2017-2018 season. So those are the games that we have filmed for Grossmont and Granite Hills playing against each other.
Number 24, Andrea Silva. Number 26, Brittany Holden. Coaches, head coach Elio Bello. Assisted by Lauren Lowry.
Nice little awning that they come out. Getting congratulated for winning the Grossmont Hills this season. And now the national anthem. So we're about ready to shift colors here at Granite Hills Stadium. LaDeja Toll will be starting keeper tonight for the Foothillers. They're in white with the blue numbers and the yellow surrounding the number. And in all blue with the lighter blue is the home team, Granite Hills, the Eagles. So it's time to shift colors for all you sailors out there past the present. We're underway here at Granite Hills High School. Victoria Ford looking for Hunter. It didn't get there. And a near side, it's out of play. Just the starting of the match. Hopefully your day has been a fabulous one wherever you are on Galentine's Day. That's for all the girls out there. Right before Valentine's Day tomorrow. And surely there's a number of friends, gal pals on these two teams tonight. Cross midfield now. Trying to get it is Faith Allen. She won't get to it. Smingy. So over to Ford. Alexa Gonzalez on a soccer ball. Cuts it inside. Mia Foster now. Trying to go out to Hunter. It never got there. Good D to the outside. Now this is danger for the Foothillers now. And in the area still a shot and a save by Toll. Well, LaDeja Toll stays with the soccer ball after the shot. Gets her first save of the match and the first shot of the match for Granite Hills. Playing at home tonight. Near side, Bridget Cooley now, and sent out of play. Bridget Cooley, just a junior, will be back one more season for the Eagles of Granite Hills. The team that won the Granite Hills League this season had themselves a fine season. The corner kick is a good one, but LaDeja Toll, I believe, got her hand on that one. Upfield. And it's out of play. A throw in now for Granite Hills. Jane Johnston gets her cleat on it. Intercepted by Gonzalez. Looking for Foster, the other side of the field. Into the central now. The Eagles now on the attack again. And it is out of play on the near side. 0-0 the score. Don't forget about our sponsor, and that is Dental Arts at Palm Avenue down there in the strip mall. Right across the street from Montgomery High School. Affordable rates. Insurance is welcome. It's Dental Arts of Palm Avenue. Check them out on their website, dentalartsofpalmave.com. Early ball. Too much for Giovingo, but now running onto it is Manny Mayo. It's intercepted. In the central for Granite Hills. Played out wide. Early ball. Smingy gets back to it. Nice move. Going to University of California at Irvine. Next season. And Macy Vance makes the save. Intercepted by Mia Foster. Plays it across the field. Lopez try to play it back to her teammate. Victoria Ford. It's sandwiched, and it gets taken away, but there is Gonzalez. Early ball. Near side. Amy Cervantes to near side to Maddie Mayo now. Mayo cuts it inside now, and it's taken away. Support upfield. Now Smingy diving in, but didn't get it. Now only one player in the deep back, and now they're in real trouble. The Foothillers now. This is Horn, puts it in the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 go. And just like she did in the first game between the two teams, Horn puts it into the back of the net. They didn't have a chance to see her last season because she was injured in those two victories, but not so much this year. For the second game in a row, Horn scores, and the Eagles take the lead, 1-0. In the area, and the save is made by Macy Vance. Horn on that soccer ball, and it's out of play. 1-0 Granite Hills enjoying the lead. On Senior Night 2020 for the Eagles of Granite Hills. Faith Allen now on the soccer ball. Another chance, and a chance to put it in the back of the net. They do. 2-0. Kayla Louie puts it in the back of the net. And now the Foothillers down 2-0. They scored a couple of goals in their last match, and he scored a couple, actually 3 against Steel Canyon, but we're not talking about either one of those two teams tonight. Here comes the Eagles again, and they are breaking down the defense structure for the Foothillers. Horn cuts it inside against Maddie Mayo. Turns. It pops over to Horn now, and Horn sends it upfield, but it's intercepted by Foster, and that ball is going to go out of play. 2-0, the Eagles lead at home. Still early in the match, but they are up big. Horn drops it off, gets it over to Faith Allen now. Intercepted in the back. It'll be a throw-in for Granite Hills. Bridget Cooley will throw it in. To the central now. On that soccer ball was Raymond. Playing it to the far side of the field. Raymond gets a return pass. Down the right flank for the Eagles. Here's a shot, and just over the top of frame. Foothiller defenders under a lot of pressure early on in this match. Substitutions are coming in now for the Foothillers as Bree Cooney's into the game and Rosas is into the match. Carly Kennedy started in that last game, not going to be playing tonight. Still under the load management. Intercepted and sent out of play. So it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles of Granite Hills. Comfortable lead at home. Into the central, Alexa Gonzalez wins it. Plays it upfield. Raymond plays it out to the wide. Down at right flank. Faith Allen, and it's knocked out of play. It's going to be a corner kick now for the Eagles. In this 2-0 affair. Check us out on gksports.org. You can watch the game right there, right now. Same thing on GK Sports YouTube channel. Watch all of our games around the county that we do, and even the club soccer games as well. That'll be coming up. Just subscribe to us. Here's a corner kick for the Eagles now. Into the 6-yard box. Not able to handle it was Bridget Cooley. 50-50 ball. Smingy trying to get, or actually that was Giovingo trying to get it, and it was a foul, and it'll be a free kick. So Victoria Ford sets it up. And it looks like Bree Cooney's going to take it. It's been colder here before at Granite Hills High School. We've played matches. Not too bad tonight. Actually, one of the warmer, I heard 59 degrees, so one of the warmer nights that we played matches here at Granite Hills High School in our 3 years of filming. And it is out of play. They want to get back into this match. The Foothillers cannot afford to give up another goal, and they need to try to cut the lead in half. Plenty of time to do it still here in the first half. Up against it really early. Even when Granite Hills beat them 2-0 in that Barron's tournament, they did not explode with 2 goals as fast as they have tonight. That was in the 2017-2018 season, the year of Amber Huff and company. And it's out of play. So Granite Hills will throw it in. Not in a hurry. The throw in, near midfield, but headed toward the central by Brianna Cooney. Sarah Lopez's pass is intercepted and sent upfield. Faith Allen played up forward. Louis in the area now. Allen plays it out wide. The header by Victoria Ford. Upfield out of the area. They have it right back in the area again, and it's not able to be kept in. So it's going to be a goal kick. time of year when basketball is finishing up in the high school variety, and college is headed towards that conference championships, and one that will be very interesting to watch out here west is from that team, San Diego State Aztecs. Undefeated this season, have not lost, and trying to get themselves a number 1 or number 2 seed in the upcoming March Madness tournament. And unless they have a total collapse between their last few games left and in the tournament, they're going to more than likely get that. In the 18, and Victoria Ford will ride it out of play, and that will be a corner kick. Again, another good run up the field. And the Foothillers not able to do anything about it. The team's speed, as I mentioned before in the last match between these two teams, is one that is highly effective, led by Sierra May Horn, who's got one of the goals tonight. Kayla Louie's got the other one up in the air, and it's headed out of play. Bridget Cooley just couldn't bring that one down. So it'll be a goal kick. Greg K. Porter along with Pablo Espinal will be bringing you the sights and sounds in the second half. As I mentioned in the last game, I'm doing that right now, so bear with me. At least I got the right score, 2-0. Bridget Cooley is going to throw it in. The tallest players on this Granite Hills team, and only a junior. Knocked out by the Foothillers, so now it's going to be another corner kick. In the match now is Mackenzie Baldwin. He's a junior. Let's see what the Eagles do with this set piece. Up in the air, they have another shot at it, but Maddie Mayo intercepts it. But now they're going to have a shot at it, and a third time, too high. Maddie Mayo trying to clear that, and she cleared it right, too. One of the Granite Hills Eagles players, the shot was too high. So Maddie Mayo will get it started for Grossmont. Goes out of play, not able to link up with her teammate Sarah Lopez. So Cooley throws it in. Intercepted by Lopez. Sarah, the sophomore, to the near side to Giovingo. Jennifer, under some pressure, still fights for it now, sends a ball towards the interior, but Hunter not able to get to it. Not a good first touch by Gonzalez, but then she goes back and gets it. And then Cooney to Foster, near side to Lopez. Hunter missed it. On the backside, Rose is not able to get to it, and it's out of play. Sent out by the Eagles, so now it'll be a throw-in for the Foothillers. 2-0. Granite Hills at home, enjoying the lead. Coming on 21 minutes left to play in the first half. Intercepted by Gonzalez on a good work by Hunter in the space. Drops it back. Roses, it's intercepted. And intercepted in the back. Smingy came up to make a play, but then they're not able to continue on with it, and you have to be careful when you do that with Granite Hills. And Sierra May Horn, her pass to the central is intercepted and sent out of play by Bree Cooney. Throw in now by Bridget Cooley. Cooley's pass, and the Foothillers have it now on the intercept. Mia Foster, Brianna Cooney and Cooley. That's fun tonight. Cooley for Granite Hills and Cooney for the Foothillers. And is she on sides? Guess she was offsides. And that's why Maddie Mayo just kind of let that one go. But LaDeja Toll get to work on her technique. So it'll be a free kick now for the Foothillers. Maddie Mayo drives it upfield. Intercepted in the back. Near side. Gonzalez, the senior, tries to get to it. Cannot. Smingy now has to try to run with Horn and intercepts the soccer ball. Sends it upfield to Foster. And it's out of play. Foster normally links up with her teammates on a pass, but not that time. Long season. Victoria Ford. Little collision in the central. Off of the shoulder or what have you there of Maddie Mayo. Gets to the back, but Roses makes a nice play. Eagles coming on 18 minutes left to go in the first half with the 2-0 lead. Sarah Lopez not able to intercept it. Bree Cooney not able to win it either. So the other side of the field. Foothillers had a tough time in that first half in their last match against Bahala, and then they opened up in the second half, but they cannot go with that mentality tonight because a much more potent scoring team is Granite Hills. And you will fall down by way too many goals. They have a chance to come back. Surely the coaching staff, Fernando Ramos, Megan Long, and Nick Ager are saying right now, hold them with the 2 goals and then try and see if we can cut this in half. Give us ourselves a chance in the second half. If you're Coach Elio Bello, you're saying continue to keep the pedal to the metal and try to get as many in the back of the net as you possibly can. Lauren Lowry is his assistant coach. Victoria Ford now brings it down, but then gave it away. Foster not able to get it. In the central, Lopez brings it down, then sends it upfield, but it's intercepted. Near side, Cooley. Horn. Quality team, as I have already talked about in the pregame, is Granite Hills this season. One of the best in the county. Intercepted by Ford. And it'll be a corner kick. Nine seniors, and they've done a job this season for Granite Hills. Back into the match, Mackenzie Baldwin. She must have left quickly, and then now she's back in. Horn came towards the ball and then darted back inside. Tries to get it now, but cannot as Roses sends it upfield for Grossmont. Foothillers in white with the blue numbers and the yellow around those numbers. In the home team jerseys in all blue, different shades with the numbers a different lighter color. Granite Hills, and Vance comes off her line and makes a nice save. Faith Allen scored against the lone goal against the Foothillers last year right here. And has scored against them numerous times in her career since we've been filming them, since the 2017-2018 season. Gonzalez drops it back. It got intercepted. Trying to turn with Sierra Mayhorn. Smingy now. In his central. Smingy still on it. Smingy loses 2 players now. Foster, and then tried to get it back to her, but Lopez has it now. Foster now. This is danger now. Shot and a save. Macy Vance able to make the save, and Foster not able to rise that shot and make it tougher for Macy that time. He was all alone, 1v1 with a keeper. Foster now drops it over to Gonzalez. Pass intercepted. Here comes Granite Hills. Here's Horn now. Horn on the soccer ball. Horn darts to the outside now. And a pass to Faith Allen, but she was offside. It will not count as Faith Allen was offside. Really close, but you know how it is in the world of soccer. That's why they came up with a VAR. When you look at World Cup play and some of the Premier Leagues, so difficult. In another coach, we're talking about that. You figure out whether the player is onside or offsides. Foothillers, I've chronicled numerous times. They lost the semifinal game based on just that. And I don't mean a regular tournament. I'm talking about the CIF San Diego section. Amy Cervantes is into the match for the Foothillers in white. And now Jasmine Rivas, the senior, along with Selby Koch, is into the match for Granite Hills. Koch is a junior. Rivas is a senior. Here's a throw-in now. Coming on 12 minutes left to go in the first half. Foothillers will throw it in again, down 2-0. Ashley Austin touches it over to Foster now. She takes a shot from distance off the bounce, no problem for Vance. Vance drives it up towards midfield. Getting a touch onto it was Foster. Now it's in her way. Austin cheats in to the space but could not win it. And now on an early ball. This is danger for the back line. It's Horn again with all the speed. And coming off her line is LaDeja Toll, but Toll was down and is able to get back up. Remember in the game against the Eagles at Grossmont, Jack Mashin Stadium, early in the match, the exact same thing sort of happened. Well, not the same way, but she was knocked down and had to be able to shake it off and get up. Don't know if the center ref was talking to her about that specifically or maybe warning her about the collision, maybe a little bit of both. We definitely don't want to see a keeper injured tonight in the last regular season game with these two teams. Obviously for themselves and their parents after what has gone on throughout the course of the season. And we've talked all about that, and if you want to know, go back and take a look at those games on GK Sports. Just subscribe. They're all there for you, and if they're not, they're going to be there. The talking about the second copy, the instant replays, and the highlights of all the games that Grossmont has played this season, whomever they have played against. Played against some good teams this year. Austin now, not able to track it down. Cervantes, Mia Foster. Foster takes a grass cutter and just a little bit off target that time. Not shy to take a shot. Mia Foster. Substitution's going to occur now for Granite Hills. Coming into the match is Zandri Nichols, the junior. He'll be back next season. The goal kick coming up now for the Eagles of Granite Hills. Near side. They have control now. They give it away to the Foothillers. Lopez sends it behind Austin, the freshman. Austin got a piece of the soccer ball, and now Foster runs onto it. She loves to do that. The deflection, and Vance will make the save. Amy Cervantes just wanted to send it over towards the keeper. Here is Foster trying to track it down. Gets a piece of the soccer ball over to Gonzalez now. Time and space for Lopez, but then she gave it away. Now here's Bridget Cooley on the near side. Amy Cervantes runs onto it. Sends it back towards Gonzalez. She never got it. And then Smingy made a great play. Otherwise, Sierra May Horn has that opportunity again. Intercepted a little bit by Gonzalez, but not enough. Here's a shot by Allen, a save, a rebound, and on the near side, it goes wide. Nice save initially, but then they just weren't accurate enough to put it in the back of the net. It was a small window, but not able to put it in the back to make it 3-0. Coming on 7.5 left to play in the first half. 2-0, Granite Hills, the home team. Sarah Lopez running after it in the attacking third. Sarah wins it, but then did not get it to Giovingo. The near side. Here come the Eagles. Maddie Mayo got a piece of the soccer ball, but not enough now. And Faith Allen is all alone. Allen cuts it inside. Waits for teammates now, and Allen takes a shot, a save! LaDeja Toll making another save late in the first half. Here's another shot. Target practice now for the Eagles. Buzzing around, and Toll is able to run it down. LaDeja Toll keeping them in the match. 2-0 still. Bridget Cooley. Cooley cuts it inside now. Across the field. Aguilera sends it out of play. Or no, that was, I believe that was Bridget Wilson. No, it was Aguilera. Wouldn't see Bridget Wilson in the back, or at least I haven't seen her play in the back this entire season. The players are moved around, though. Coach Fernando Ramos will do that. Try to deal with what's going on out there in the pitch. That's why he's had such success with this program. Here's a chip now, and LaDeja Toll makes the save. Foothillers, remember, were Division II section champions last season. They're in Division I this year. They will be in the playoffs. It's just a matter of who will they play. Here's Giovingo now. Jennifer on the move. Knocked down, and it'll be a free kick. Jennifer gets up slowly, but free kick for the Foothillers. Inside 5.5 left to play in the first half. Can the Foothillers cut it in half? We're going to find out. Or will they go behind even further? And there has been chances, some quality chances by the Eagles here in this first half to make that happen. Just have not converted yet. Emma Raymond tried to keep it in, could not. The near side, Austin, on a line drive, just trying to get it to Giovinco, and it just didn't arrive there. Good defensive play in the back by Granite Hills. And here's Faith Allen now with Ford. Faith Allen at Ford. She beats Ford now. Wants to cut it inside again now. And now players for the Foothillers are able to get there, but then the cutting it back and a shot and another save by Tall. And you start thinking about the keeper for the Foothillers last season, who did the same thing to be able to save them from losing the match last season. Could have been 4-0 in this match, maybe even 5-0. But it isn't. It's still 2-0. The throw in on the near side. Cooley. Cooley has it now. And a whistle. And offside. So it's now a free kick for the Foothillers, but it's out of play. And Granite Hills will be able to throw it in with just inside 3.5 left to go in the first half. Two El Cajon schools out here in San Diego County going at it tonight. The team that has won the Grossmont Hills League for 2019-2020 in the blue, Granite Hills, and the Foothillers, who will come in second place. Upfield. Intercepted. Foothillers trying to go upfield. They can't. This is taken away into space. Mayo didn't get all of the soccer ball now. And here's an early ball, but no problem, as Toll will get to it. Zandri Nichols trying to make a big play to her teammate Horn. In the central, Giovinco plays it over to Lopez. Lopez having a hard time with it. Lopez can't get it. She's shielded off, and it's sent upfield. Maddie Mayo didn't get all of the soccer ball now. It's taken away. The defenders having a hard time again. The Foothillers tonight. Horn, and a save by Tall. Tall gets off her line, and you got to give it to her. She's played a fabulous first half. But no chance to win this one if her defenders do not play better in the second half or in the rest of this first half as well. Who knows? Maybe structural change in the second half. Maybe a different design in the second half. We'll see what they come out with. I've said many times, soccer can be a tale of two halves. Cutting it inside is Lopez. Stolen away. Maddie Mayo sends it to the attacking third for Giovinco on the other side of the field. Cheating in there is Austin, but sending it out of play. Highly senior-laden team, Granite Hills Eagles, and they want nothing less at this point than to win it all. Talking about the Division I title, or if they're in the open division, then so be it there. More than likely Division I. Faith Hill double teamed. Touchdown by the Foothillers. It'll be a throw-in now for Granite Hills. Time running out here in the first half. Eagles with a comfortable 2-0 lead. Smingy on that intercept, but it goes back behind her. Aguilera intercepted in the central. Foul against the Foothillers. Free kick coming up for Granite Hills. Naomi Ellis. Ellis, another one of those 9 seniors. Ellis now hits it high, hard, but too high. Just couldn't get it to dip down that time to give him that 3-0 lead. Good crowd on Senior Night 2020 for the Eagles of Granite Hills. Up towards midfield, Ashley Austin winning it, but then gave it away. But Foster in support in the attacking third for the Foothillers. They won't be able to get to it, but coming up from the back is Victoria Ford. Not able to bring it down now. And Aguilera and Smingy are in a foot race, and Smingy sends it out of play. So in the attacking third for Granite Hills will be a throw-in. Don't forget, gksports.org. Go to the top of the page for all our social media pages. That's the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram. It's a one-stop shop. All you got to do is click on the icon and follow the conversation or like us in the case of Facebook. Bridget Cooley, and there's a double whistle. That is the end of the first half. The Granite Hills Eagles at home, putting all kinds of firepower on the defenders and the goalkeeper for the Foothillers. They lead, though, only because the keeper, LaDeja Toll, played maybe her best game of the entire season, or best half. But they still lead 2-0. Stick with us. It'll be about 10, 15 minutes on the live stream. But, of course, on the second copy, the highlights, instant replays, that begins right now. Score is 2-0. Emmy K. Alalui scored one of the goals, and Sierra May Horn scored the other. She was the one who scored first. And you're up to date, 2-0. Foothillers could easily be down by a bevy of goals, but LaDeja Toll stood on her head, played, like I said, the best game she's played all season as keeper, and able to do what's necessary to keep them in this match. The team that has won the Grossmont Hills League for 2020 on Senior Night 2020. My cameraman Pablo Espinal brings you the live stream, the sights and sounds, and he's back on video camera down there doing the season-ending video for him that the team will be able to see later. Shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present, wherever you are. We're underway. Elio Bello was ready to catch that one. We've seen him do that before. Try to give you some Southern Section results before the night is over, as the Southern Section got underway tonight for girls varsity soccer. And one match is in, and that's J. Sarah Catholic beating Rancho Cucamonga 5-0. Big victory there for them in Division I. Mia Foster trying to get to it. Can't. Zandri Nichols, 50-50 ball. Aguilera. And out Sarah Lopez. Jennifer Giovingo. Lopez. Near side. Ashley Austin now running onto it. The freshman. Nice pass to Lopez. Bodied up. Taken away. Foster now. Mia weaving her way. Giovingo. Mia Foster right outside the area. Was looking for Austin, and it caroms to the central. Foster tries to get it. She's knocked down, and it's sent upfield. Center ref says play on. Smingy plays it up to Aguilera. Lopez now on the soccer ball. Sarah, and tried to turn, and it's going to be a corner kick. So corner kick coming up, the set piece, where the Foothillers like to try to put it in the back of the net. That's what they are very, very good at. Knew there was something wrong with that earlier score I just gave you. Looking at the wrong page. So we will give you an updated score. Bridget Wilson is in the match. Jennifer Giovingo on a line drive. Mia Foster can't get it to go in the right direction. It comes right back to Giovingo now. She chips it now up in the air again, and Foster can't get the right type of strike. A third chance now, and getting back to it is Vance right before the line. Foothillers, usually when they get three chances at it, they're going to connect, but they did not. And in the analysis of trying to win this match, that might come back to hurt them. Natalie Emery is playing keeper in the second half. Sarah Lopez Far side touchline on the right wing side, but couldn't get a pass. And Mia Foster now, a tough one, and hit the top of the crossbar. Oh, that was the longest shot of the year by Mia Foster, and she nearly scored on that one. Just didn't dip down. It wouldn't have been enough of a window, and you might give credit that time for Vance from stopping it from going into the back of the net. Emery comes way off her line and makes a save at the top of the area. What a shot by Mia Foster. Going to be going to Cal State Fullerton in the fall. She's had herself a fabulous career in high school, and will get rewarded for it. But her high school career is not over with yet, because the Foothillers are going to be in the playoffs. Neither is this game. But now they've got problems now as a horn, and she was offsides. Foothillers really good at making sure they don't get offsides, and that is one of the things that give a lot of credit to the coaching staff for Grossmont. Seldom are they offsides in matches. They will go a number of matches without being offsides at all. Well, Centennial tonight in Division I, they beat Hart 2-1. Here is Lopez. And in the first round of playoffs action, Edison, we mentioned them before, the top teams in the state, they beat Trabuco Hills 4-0. Of course, the number one team in the state, Los Alamitos, was pressured tonight. They were able to beat Northwood 1-0. San Juan Hills beat Vista Murrieta up the street, Riverside County. Beat them 2-1. J. Sarah Catholic did win tonight, but they played Milliken, and they beat them 4-0. Line drive, it's knocked out, trying to get another strike, and the Foothillers can't. And averting another scenario. Smingy gets it over to Maddie Mayo's bump down. Taylor Aguilera sends it all the way down. A little bit of that going on in the second half of the last matchup between these two teams. A lot more in the first half. Ball out of play, and it'll be a throw-in now for the Eagles, the Granite Hills. Substitution is going to occur for the Foothillers. Well, at least I thought it was, and they didn't get it in enough time. Across the field, but Maddie Mayo intercepts. Header to the near side. Ellis trying to make a move, can't. Foster now, still on the soccer ball. And it's going to be a foul, and it'll be a free kick. And you saw how far Mia Foster can drive that soccer ball, so if she takes a free kick, you know exactly what she can do with it. Let's see how they do this free kick now. Up in the air, and it dips down at the wrong time over the crossbar. Well, my niece's career in high school soccer, the oldest one, is ended tonight as Santa Monica was able to beat Thousand Oaks 3-1. Oxnard beating Knight 1-0. Etowanda, who they could potentially have played against, beat Crescenta Valley 2-0. It's in Division III of the Southern Section. First round of playoff action. Flint Ridge Prep, they won 3-2 over Santa Barbara. believe that was the team that played against the Foothillers in the semifinals last season of the regional play. Laguna Beach beating Citrus Valley 1-0. Buena beating Marlboro 5-0. Westlake losing their play-in game 3-0. And so that's what happened in Division III. Just a little bit of activity in the first round of the CIF Southern section. San Diego section will get going next week. Lexa Gonzalez back to Bree Cooney. Bridget Wilson, who's into the match, shown that she is going to be forced to deal with next season. Only a freshman. More than likely going to get faster. Already got a lot of team speed out there as a striker. I'm going to get a little taller. Able to deal with some of the bodying out there a little bit better. And speaking of bodying, falling down is Victoria Ford, knocked down, and it'll be a free kick. And Victoria getting up slowly. Some of the players that are seniors on the Granite Hills Eagles. Remember, as I mentioned before the game started, that match where Victoria Ford was able to put one into the back of the net by leaping up into the air, and now there may be a card coming. Might be the first card of the match. And it is. So the first card of the match is Jennifer Giovingo, knocked down. I mentioned before these two teams played a lot physical, more physical in the second half than in the first half in their last match. Here's a chip. Couldn't get the header to go. Eagles up to Central. Maddie Mayo going to try to deal with Horn and is able to get to the soccer ball. The track star for Grossmont. And about the only way you're going to track down Sierra May Horn is somebody like Maddie Mayo, who played one of the games of her life against Downey, was all over the pitch when her teammates were extremely tired and dealing with bumps and bruises in the third game in 3 days. There's going to be a throw-in now for the Foothillers in the attacking third. Maddie Mayo. Coach Bello making sure that the crowd contains themselves. He wasn't happy with the call. But not going to get himself a card. Had some discussions with the refereeing crew in the last game at Jack Mashin Stadium. As, like I said, it got very contentious in the second half. Lots of physical play out on the pitch. Goal kick now coming up for Granite Hills. And it's 2-0 affair. The home team leading. Coming on 26.5 left to play in the match. Time running down for the Foothillers. if they intend on trying to get a draw out of this match. Seedings is the only thing that will be an advantage by getting a draw or winning the match. In its last game of the regular season for both teams. 9 seniors for Granite Hills will go into the playoffs, trying to keep it alive and win a CIF division title, Division 1. Foothillers, who won Division 2 last season, trying to take 7 seniors themselves and try to do the same thing. Victoria Ford, nice move. Ford, who was just dumped a few minutes ago, able to get that ball, but got in some space and it got intercepted. At least she got it upfield for her team. Horn on the near side trying to keep it in, could not. Or did so, rather, the Foothillers winning it and sending it upfield. Ellis and a service. And was there a foul in the area? And it looks like there was outside the area. So it's going to be a free kick coming up for the Eagles of Granite Hills, trying to add that third goal that they tried so urgently in the first half to get. Just could not put it in the back of the net against LaDeja Toll. But it's now different keeper. And the save is made. Emery watching it sail over the top of frame. Substitution is going to happen. As it looks like Johnson's going to come back into the match. Senior. Flagged for the yellow card. Or booked for the yellow card, I should say. Maddie Mayo with a goal kick. Intercepted. Sent out of play by Aguilera. Taylor going to be back for one more season. She's a junior. And we'll chase it down. Horn gets to it first, though. Ford drives it upfield out of the area. But here they come back towards the area now. Cooney over to Gonzalez. Foster. Bree Cooney. Sarah Lopez now, the dangerous one. Sends it over to Giovinco. Puts it on the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 go! Jennifer Giovinco from Sarah Lopez, able to get the assist. Lopez, her 27th point on the season. And Jennifer Giovinco, her 7th goal on the season. And her 20th point. So it's 2-1. And we know what has happened in the past, right here for the Foothillers. Can they make that happen one more time for these seniors on the road? Or will the home team finally be able to beat the Foothillers, since we've been filming them right here in their own home stadium? They had a good start, leading 2-0. And here is Horn now. Horn will take off. Horn now, and is there going to be a foul in the area? It is past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick. I mean, a corner kick, I should say. But some of the crowd did not want that. They wanted an actual foul in the area. You've seen these bang-bang plays that actually happened between these two teams the last time they played each other in the first half, where the Foothiller player was knocked down, Carly Kennedy, and did not get a call. And so it happens again between these two teams this time at Granite Hills. You never know what these high school refs are going to do. It's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what they're going to call, how they're going to call it. But nevertheless, they get a corner kick. Do the Eagles of Granite Hills? Naomi Ellis. Or no, this is Andrew Nichols now. And handball, no, and knocked out by Maddie May at the last moment, and she's done that numerous times this season. Did it at home against Helix High School. Nobody there, and there protecting the post was Maddie Mayo. Keep it from going into the back of the net. A valuable asset that the Foothillers are going to have again next season. She'll be a senior. Zandri Nichols sends it behind frame. So they don't get what they want out of this particular rush up the field, and that's into the back of the net. No thanks to the refereeing crew if you're the Eagles contingent. And I say that because it's advantage striker, usually in a penalty kicking scenario. And it goes off the back, that time of Victoria Ford. Foster sends it upfield. Bridget Wilson tries to run it down and cannot. But it's knocked out that time by Emma Raymond. Foothillers will throw it in. Mia Foster, Maddie Mayo. And now it's going to be a throw-in now for Granite Hills. Coming on 18 and a half left to go in the match. Could have been called a handball, not that time. Gonzalez tries to get to it. Cooney can't get to it. Horn sent forward that time by Smingy. It whizzes by Giabingo. The center defender has it. Plays it to the near side. That's Ellis now. Over the top now, and she's onside. Smingy tries to get it. We'll go back after it now. Smingy gets it to Ford, and it goes off of Hill. And out of play. Good defensive play by the defender that has played sparingly over the last couple of years, but has had other duties and has been injured. Kira Smingy. Livia Hunter is into the match for Bridget Wilson for Grossmont in white. Maddie Mayo throws it in. Off of Hunter. And then tapped out by Gonzalez. Just inside 17 and a half left to play in a match. 2-1. Granite Hills enjoying the lead at home. Got the 2 goals in the first half. Kayla Louie, Emmy, and also Sierra Mayhorn. Jennifer Giavingo, the lone goal here in the second half for both teams. And now trying to chase it down, Giabingo. Up to central. Bree Cooney stops the progress. Plays it out wide to Aguilera. Aguilera now. Heavy touch at time. And a foul as well, so it'll be a free kick. Free kick now for Granite Hills. Don't forget, it's Dental Arts of Palm Ave.com. That's the website. That's our sponsor for all your dental needs. Your health needs are important, but so are your teeth. It can affect the rest of your body. So check them out, dentalartsofpalmave.com. Foul into space. It'll be a free kick, a foul against the Foothillers. Well, Granite Hills with about 16 left to play in the match. The 2019-2020 champions of the Grossmont Hills League. See what they do with this set piece. Line drive. Trickles over to Ford, but they were offsides. And it'll be a free kick. Natalie Emery will retrieve it and get it going. The free kick. Maddie Mayo will take it. Mayo drives it. It's intercepted. Foster. Lopez now will run it down. Sarah Lopez in time and space. Foster goes down, and it'll be a free kick. Home crowd didn't like the call, so it'll be a free kick now for Grossmont. Playing on the road. Have cut the lead in half by virtue of this young lady right here, Jennifer Giovingo, will be back for one more season. Let's see what they do. Up forward. Had 3 chances in a row and didn't do it. Giovingo is knocked away by Vance. Saved by Macy Vance on the play. Good, accurate shot that time by Jennifer Giovingo. Vance said, not tonight. Able to range over to the near post and keep it from going into the back of the net. Tapped over to Maddie Mayo. Mayo now cuts it inside. Mayo being marked heavily, but able to get it over to Giovingo. An early ball, but too much on to it that time. We got Hunter and Lopez up front. Goes over to Giovingo. Getting it. Try to get it to Foster. It checked up behind her now. And Cooney went down, trying to keep it from going upfield. And now here comes the track race, but back there is Maddie Mayo, and she drives it out of play. Sierra Mayhorn was onside that time and definitely wanted to try to run past her and try to get a good shot on net. So it'll be a throw-in in the attacking third for Granite Hills, the Eagles. In its Grossmont Hills League match. Just inside 13 minutes left to go in the match. Here's a line drive, but Emery doesn't give up a rebound this time, but she had Maddie Mayo right there as well. It was the rebounds that she gave up in the last match between these two teams that was the difference in the match. Gonzalez now runs onto it. Aguilera coming up from the back. Taylor now sends a line drive, but it's intercepted. Quality of the team that Granite Hills are. They intercept that soccer ball and head it going back the other way now. Faith Allen taps it back to her teammate that time, Ellis. Ellis now. Back to the defender. Now here's Bree Cooney. Cooney's pass was intercepted and sent out of play. Maddie Mayo will throw it in. Mayo gets forward. Smingy now will run it. Smingy from the back now, continuing forward, and just couldn't get the next strike and got a part of the player instead. The soccer ball got away from Kira, and when it did, she couldn't get to it in time and ended up the foul, creating the foul. Upfield, Lexa Gonzalez, the senior, taps it down over to Foster, the senior. Early ball now for Giovingo, the junior. Can't run it down. Too much on it that time. Couple of juniors and a sophomore up front. Gonzalez off her shoulder. It is played out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Foothillers. Still got time, but that time is running down. Try to get a draw out of this one. Amy Cervantes comes in on the substitution as Gonzalez comes out. And for the home team, it's Andrea Sylvia, the sophomore, into the match. As Shelby Koch comes out, the junior. So a sophomore for a junior. Cervantes now. Outside the area, Emmy, the senior, draws it back upfield. Giovingo on a line drive, and it gets into the back of the net. A goal! Go, 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 go! The Foothillers have scored 2 goals in their last 2 games. They scored 3 against Steel Canyon. They didn't win the match, but they did score 3. And they got 2 again, and this is the time of year when you want to put them in the back of the net. And that's exactly what they've done tonight. And now those chances in the first half for the champions of the league now loom large because they could have been way ahead of the match. But on a run is Horn, and Horn sends it behind frame. Granite Hills could have been leading 4-5-2, but they could not put those balls into the back of the net in the first half. And now they find themselves in a draw with the team that has denied them right in their hometown from getting victories. Foothillers with a mindset to try to pay them back for the loss at Jack Mashin Stadium. But it is a tie match right now. They'd have to get another goal in order to do that. Doesn't matter in the standings. Only something in the minds if they play each other one more time at some point in a playoff match. Or maybe this is the last time they'll see each other this season. So then it becomes in the minds of the seniors that have seen each other undoubtedly for at least a couple years or longer on the varsity for both of these two teams. Jennifer Giovingo with a free kick. Can hit it hard, hit it high. Vance makes a save right in front of Foster. Vance has made some good saves tonight as the Foothillers have launched them at her here in the second half. Hunter upfield now trying to retrieve it. Can't get to it. Coming back to help was Horn. Maddie Mayo chipping it forward now. Upfield now. Smingy doesn't get it. Faith Allen a chip now. On the other side of the field, Aguilera has to play defense now. Aguilera has to be careful. It is intercepted partially. Aguilera now sends it out of play. Being stingy on the exterior of the area. But a collision that time with her teammate Victoria Ford, and Ford is trying to shake it off. been nicked up in this match. You don't want to see your players really get nicked up in the last game of the regular season. But these are two good teams in the Grossmont Hills League. They have history between each other. And understandably, it can be physical late in the match, especially after the Foothillers have come back, being down 2-0 at halftime. The only time that they have done that the entire season. Here's an early ball. Jennifer Giovingo now trying to beat defenders. Giovingo still on a soccer ball in the air. Takes a shot and just hit it wide that time. Could not get it to bend across Macy Vance to her right. And so now it'll be a goal kick. Nick Egger getting his exercise tonight, chasing these balls down. He's moving pretty good, too. Olivia Hunter comes out of the match, now into the match. I believe it's Herrera. It is. So Monser is into the match, the junior. Gets another season. Playing up forward. Smingy. Smingy now. Collision. That was almost dangerous there. Too dangerous. And it goes out of play. Challenging every bit of yards out there on the pitch. With just inside 5 minutes left to play in the match. Both of these two teams from the Grossmont Hills League. Top tier. In the last game of the regular season for 2019-2020. Intercepted by Gonzalez, but getting it back is Granite Hills now. Faith Allen, she's the dangerous one now. And tries to send it over forward, but coming into the space there was Gonzalez. Ellis now wins it. Ellis now being marked by Herrera. Cuts it back. Loses Herrera now. Beautiful play by Ellis now. Cuts into the central. The crowd loves it. Across the field now. And trying to get it is Smingy. And she wins it. Sends it upfield now. To Foster. Looking for Giovingo. And she just waits for it to be brought down. Upfield. Maddie Mayo now. Looks for Herrera. Could have been a handball, not called. And there now is a early ball. Emery will have to come off her line, is able to make the play because Victoria Ford did not have the legs to stay with either Faith Hill that time or Sierra Mayhorn. Just a little bit too much that time on the early ball. Back the other way on a counterattack. Lopez now waiting for it to be tapped out, and it is. Coming on 3 minutes left to play in the match. And after this one, they will go into overtime. Not tonight, though. Last game of the regular season. Foothillers have plenty of ties on their record and wouldn't mind another one after they were down 2-0. Smingy, Aguilera, Herrera. Upfield, Gonzalez goes after it. Alexa now, the senior, cuts it back. Bricuni sends it out wide, missed Lopez. And so the quick counterattack. Smingy. Into the central of the field. Herrera now. How much do you have left in the tank now? How bad do you want to win the last game of the regular season? That's what is in the minds now of both these two girls varsity teams here. And it's different when you've played each other 2 times every season. Foster goes down. Flag is up. And there's going to be a free kick now. Free kick as the linesman felt there was a foul And he tells the center ref. Giovinco now with a free kick. And at Foothillers, another chance. Inside 2 minutes left to go in a match. Jennifer Giovinco now. It's intercepted. Intercepted that time by Johnston. Foothillers trying to get another strike. Mayo sends it outside the area. Gonzalez doesn't win it. Bree Cooney goes after it. And a collision. Smingy goes back down to it, and it's going to be a free kick. Knocked down into space. So free kick now for the Foothillers of Grossmont. And a 2-2 tie with Granite Hills Eagles. Hopefully you've enjoyed this match. It's been a lot of excitement out here in El Cajon between these two Grossmont Hills League teams. We're going into the playoffs for the 2019-2020 campaign, the throw-in. Limited time for both of them here to try to win this match. Herrera now. Touch upfield. Bree Cooney. Herrera cannot keep it in. So now it's going to be a throw-in. Throw-in for Granite Hills. They'll try to go upfield. Smingy gets it to Foster, the dangerous one. Over to Lopez on the run, on the wing. Sarah now brings it back upfield. Foster hits it hard now and knocked away by Vance. Another good save here in this half by Macy Vance. They're going to need her to be sharp like this. Ain't it playoffs to win it all? Victoria Ford will throw it in. Tick-tick. The minutes of the regular season for these seniors for both teams. Ford can get a lot of air under the soccer ball. The header. Trying to get another strike. Foster now. She's done it in late. And here is Lopez trying to bend it back and could not do it that time. And it'll be a corner kick. It was touched off of Granite Hills, as was said by either the linesman or the center ref. Jennifer Giovinco will take it. Can they convert on it that they weren't able to do earlier with 3 chances? On a line drive on the backside. Horn, and she sends it out of play. And it will be off of the Foothillers. So it's going to be a goal kick. Oh, no, correction. This is a throw-in now for the Foothillers. Misread the signal. Here's a throw into the 6-yard box. And it is knocked past the goal line. And this time it will be a goal kick. One chance probably for either team to go upfield. And in the double whistle. Foster keeps it from getting behind her. That kind of skill. The Titans of Fullerton will welcome that in the fall. And that's the end of the match. It's going to be a draw right here at Granite Hills Stadium. Foothillers for the second time where they looked like they were going to lose a match in this season, able to come back and get a draw out of the match. A lot of these players have played on teams with each other, club teams, and they will shake each other's hands for the competitive effort that they've displayed against each other through this entire season. And who knows whether they will see each other in the postseason. If not, GK Sports wishes good luck to Granite Hills Eagles in their postseason campaign. Of course, don't forget about our social media pages. That's Facebook, and it's Twitter, Instagram, all at the top of the page, and gksports.org. Always subscribe to us and see what we're doing all throughout the calendar year. And all you got to do is just hit the subscribe button. On senior night 2020, they'll get that going here for Granite Hills High School as they get a round of applause. I'm Greg K. Porter. For Pablo Espinal, who brought you the sights and sounds, saying so long from Granite Hills Stadium in El Cajon. Final score 2-2, Granite Hills Eagles and the Foothillers of Grossmont.